President George W. Bush may have traded the hurried pace of Washington for a quiet life on the ranch. But these veterans say their former commander-in-chief is still very committed to the thousands of Americans he sent to war while he was in office. Bush hopped on his bike earlier this week for a 3-day ride through West Texas with 15 wounded vets.
My decision to put them in harm's way in the first place. As a result, I feel a special bond with them. I feel like I'm a part of their family, and I just want them to know that I'll never forget them.
Andy Hatcher first met President Bush about 7 years ago during his Purple Heart ceremony at Bethesda Naval Hospital. He had just had his right leg amputated after being injured in Iraq. Hatcher says even with his disabilities, his life has changed for the better.
I'm a stronger person. I'm more physically fit. I'm more stable. I am not crumbling under the stresses that war gave me. And I think that's a big point to hammer down.
Bush and the veterans were joined Wednesday in the last leg of a 62.5-mile ride by cycling legend Lance Armstrong. During the final stretch, Armstrong, a 7-time Tour de France winner, teased the former president a bit for a noticeable decline in his athleticism.
Last time we rode was 2005. I believe he was stronger then. But started out fast today.
Yeah, not bad for an old guy.
Kind of blew a gasket at the end, right? We were all a little concerned with how slow he was going at the end.
I'm eligible for Medicare this year. I was riding as strong as I've ever ridden. He hadn't seen that. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But the vets say they were pretty impressed by the 64-year-old Bush's skills.
He's a tough guy. He's tough. I'm telling you, he has humbled a lot of cyclists out here, and some of these guys are world-class cyclists.
When they weren't cycling, Bush spent time mingling with his fellow riders, talking about everything from barbecue to bicycle gear. More than 11,000 troops have been injured in Afghanistan since Bush ordered a war on terror there in 2001.
The mindset is, okay, you're amputee, time to medically retire. So we don't have to do that. I still jump out of airplanes. I still run, ruck, shoot, move, communicate, do all the things a soldier has to do.
The bike ride was organized by the Wounded Warrior Program, a nonprofit organization that helps veterans seriously injured in Afghanistan and Iraq. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.